Mindy Kaling stood in front of the full-length mirror in her Los Angeles dressing room, smoothing down the emerald green dress that now hung differently on her frame. It was May 2026, and the Hulu premiere for Not Suitable for Work was only days away. The dress, once a snug size 14, now skimmed over a body that had quietly transformed. 40 pounds gone a few years earlier, and another noticeable drop recently. She turned sideways, studying the sharper angle of her jaw, the way her collarbones peeked out like old friends she hadn't seen since her 20s. She smiled at her reflection, but it didn't quite reach her eyes. "This has been part of my personality since the Clinton administration," she whispered to herself, repeating the line she planned to deliver on The View. It was true. The jokes about diets, the self-deprecating bits about her curves, the late-night fridge raids after writing episodes of The Office, they had defined her for decades. Yet somehow, the world acted shocked every time she changed. A soft knock interrupted her thoughts. "5 minutes, Miss Kaling." She took a deep breath. Time to face the cameras again. The set of The View buzzed with its usual controlled chaos. Whoopi Goldberg sat in her signature spot, her posture straighter than it had been in years. At 70, she carried herself with the ease of someone who had finally made peace with her body, not by hiding it, but by transforming it. The audience cheered as Mindy walked out, waving with that trademark bright smile. "Mindy Kaling, everybody," Joy Behar called out. The two women hugged warmly. Whoopi held on a second longer than usual. "You look incredible," she whispered. They settled into the conversation. The topic was supposed to be the new Hulu series, a workplace comedy about a chaotic streaming company, but within minutes, it veered toward the inevitable. Sarah Haynes leaned forward. "Mindy, we have to talk about it. You've been everywhere lately, the Met Gala, the Oscars after-parties, and people cannot stop talking about how different you look." Mindy laughed, the sound rich and practiced. "I know. I've been writing jokes about diet and body image for 20 years now. So when people are surprised or shocked that I wanted to lose weight, I'm like, wait, how is this new? This has been part of my personality since the Clinton administration." The audience erupted. Whoopi chuckled deeply, nodding. "But seriously," Mindy continued, her tone softening, "this isn't new. I've been trying to lose weight since I was a teenager. My mom died young of cancer. Both my parents had diabetes. I need to live. I need to live, and the kids need me." A hush fell over the studio. Mindy had 3 children now, 2 daughters and a son, but she had never publicly named their father. The tabloids had filled the silence with speculation for years. BJ Novak's name always came up. Her former Office co-star, writing partner, and the man many believed had been the great unspoken love of her life. Mindy never confirmed or denied. Some secrets were worth keeping. Whoopi reached over and squeezed her hand. "I get it, baby. I really do." Whoopi Goldberg's own transformation had been public and dramatic. A few years earlier, she had sat in this same chair and admitted something few people knew. At her heaviest, she had weighed over 300 pounds. Joy Behar had nearly fallen out of her seat. 300 pounds? Whoopi, come on, Joy had said back then, laughing in disbelief. But Whoopi had held her ground. "When I did Till in 2022, I was 279 pounds, and I looked like 5 people," she had replied firmly. The audience had gasped. The internet had exploded. Her weight loss journey had begun as a matter of survival. Decades of health issues, joint pain, breathing difficulties, the constant exhaustion, had worn her down. Then came Mounjaro. The medication, similar to Ozempic, had changed everything. 180 pounds melted away. The woman who once struggled to get through a full day of filming now moved with renewed energy. She wanted to stay on The View as long as possible. She wanted to see her grandchildren grow up. She wanted to feel light again. Sitting across from Mindy now, Whoopi saw a younger version of herself. The pressure, the public scrutiny, the endless commentary on a woman's body. "You know what they're saying about you," Whoopi said gently. "The Ozempic rumors." Mindy nodded, unflinching. "I know. I've denied it. I lost the first 40 pounds through exercise and serious diet changes. The rest, I've just been consistent. Walking, strength training, cutting out the late-night snacks that used to be my best friends after writing sessions. But people don't want to hear that. They want the easy story." Whoopi leaned back. "I don't blame them for asking. I use the medication. I'm open about it. But everyone's journey is different. Yours is yours." The conversation shifted, but Mindy's mind wandered briefly to her past. She remembered the early days on The Office. Playing Kelly Kapoor had been a breakout. The bubbly, fashion-obsessed, endlessly dramatic character had been an extension of parts of herself. Amplified, yes, but rooted in truth. She had also been one of the few women of color writing for the show, fighting for every joke, every storyline. Late nights in the writer's room with BJ Novak, trading barbs, building something special. Their relationship, whatever it truly was, had remained beautifully, frustratingly undefined for years. Now, as a mother of 3, the quiet moments felt like another lifetime. The children's laughter filled her home. She protected their privacy fiercely. The speculation about BJ being their father never fully died, but she refused to feed it. Some things were sacred. After the show wrapped, Mindy and Whoopi lingered backstage. "You handled that well," Whoopi said, sipping herbal tea. "Better than I did when the rumors started about me." Mindy smiled. "I learned from the best. Watching you over the years, you've always been unapologetic, even when the world tried to define you by your size." Whoopi laughed softly. "Unapologetic? Child, I was exhausted. 300 pounds. Can you imagine? My knees screamed every morning. My heart felt heavy, literally. When I started Manjaro, it wasn't about looking good for the red carpet. It was about waking up without pain, about being able to chase my grandbabies, about showing up fully for the show." Mindy nodded. "For me, it's the same. I want to be here for my kids. I want to dance at their weddings. I want to write more shows without feeling like my body is holding me back. The jokes I made for 20 years, they came from a real place. But I don't want my children to inherit that struggle if I can help it." The days after the appearance were a whirlwind. Social media lit up with praise, criticism, conspiracy theories. #Mindy Kaling Ozempic trended. Old photos from her office days